Alright, it's Sunday night and we're doing stuffed shells with meat and sauce, a little mozzarella on top, ricotta stuffed shells, and then some green beans. We got our water boiling. We also got to do the baby some. So we got, it'll be 6 shells a piece, which is a serving. Okay. So, and I would use a bigger pot than this, but this is all I got. I'll go ahead and throw those in there. Fair amount of salt. "15 minutes while we're doing that. And every once in a while you need to stir these, keep them from sticking together. Alright, we're going to go ahead, get our meat going. We have 6 ounces of 90-10 Hamburger meat. Go ahead and season that up. Since it's Italian, I always use garlic, onion, pepper, of course. Use a little bit of Tony's to give it a little spice. And then salt. Alright, brown that meat. Ooh, I can see them sticking a little bit. Keep that water moving. I always cook an extra one, and I'll just throw it to the dog if I don't need it. But alright, we'll be back when that's done. Alright, while that meat's browning, we're going to take our green beans. I use Italian green beans. This is Allen's, is what they sell at the store that's Italian. Drain our juice the best we can. That wasn't a real good job of draining that juice. And then we're going to use whatever broth or stock we have in the refrigerator. We got some chicken stock. We'll go ahead and top that off. And stock and broth have some salt in it. So you can go, we'll go ahead and salt, but we'll go easy salt. And then we're just going to dump everything we got in here. Pepper. Onion. I can't remember if I've already done garlic. Do a little bit more if we have. Garlic. A little Cajun. Alright. We're going to turn that up on low. Go ahead and start letting that cook down. Alright, we'll be back when this meat's ready. Alright, we got that meat good and brown. So since it's 90-10, I'm not going to drain it. I'm just going to take a paper towel because it don't drain real good. There's just not a lot. It's amazing how much less grease is in a pot of 90-10 as compared to 70-30. Oh shoot. That dog got a little bit there. Let's get a little milk. Don't do that. Alright. And then I'm going to set this aside for a minute. We'll be back. Alright, I kind of lost my timer, but I think I went around 14 minutes or so, and they're nice and tender. Alright. Want to make sure that when you're cooking them, that you don't let them stick to the bottom. I let mine stick just a little bit, but you want to make sure they don't stick to the bottom. Alright, I'm going to drain that out, let them cool off so I can handle them. Got the babies. Got the babies version going. We'll be back in a minute. Alright, we're about ready to stuff our shells, and all we're going to do is, I'll show you when I'm done, but all we're going to do is we're going to use a part Skim ricotta. We got 2 servings of that, which is 160 calories. All right, should be about a half a cup. And I don't know that I wanted to make sure I had enough. It may not be enough, may be too much, but I think it'll be enough. And then also we'll top it off with a little bit of mozzarella cheese. It's the same stuff we've been using. It's an ounce, 28 grams of 2% mozzarella cheese. It's 70 calories. And then go ahead and get this back on a little heat in a minute. And we're using, I'm not going to worry about measuring this out, but we're using the Hunt's pasta sauce with no sugar added. Pretty good stuff. Tastes normal to me. And a half a cup's only 25 calories. So go ahead and give a pretty, on the pasta I did the other night, I didn't use quite enough. So go ahead and make sure we got enough. And then all right, got our oven ready to go at 350. Man, I'm feeding the dog tonight. We may add a little bit to this in a minute, but for right now, we'll just let that get back warm. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shells, take a little ricotta. I'm just going to stuff my shells. I'm going to stuff them about as much as I can. All right. We're probably going to use this, all of it, no matter what. So I'm going to stuff it. Then I'm just going to put it in a regular size pan. But just to be safe, because these will stick, I'm going to give just a light canola oil based spray. All right. And then I'll have 6 for my side and 6 for the wife's side. And then I'll do the babies in a separate container. And then we'll be back when we got that set up. All right, I got our shell stuffed. I was able to fit the baby girls 2 in there. We each got 6. I got a little heavy on my first one, and then on the second time I did it, I had too much left over. But I think that'll be just fine. I'm gonna open up another deal of tomato sauce and give it just a light layer of tomato, and then I've got to split this up and we'll put it on top. So we'll be back to look at that in just a minute. All right, we got our meat sauce split up, put it on there. Nice good layer of meat. All right, and then, you know, not a ton of cheese. That's one thing about dieting. You don't get to use a ton of cheese. We'll go ahead, put a nice layer of cheese on there. Our oven's ready to go at 350. Oh, I gotta get Maylee girl some because she'll want some cheese. All right, get that nice and covered up. And then I'm gonna go, because the cheese is cold, I'm gonna set it for 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna watch it and make sure that it's done. Also, looking at this, I got some like spots of pasta sticking out. I'm just gonna add a little bit more sauce. I kind of want to get some of that covered up. And that'll work right there. All right, gonna put that in there for 20 minutes at 350, and then we'll check it. You know, when it starts bubbling and you see the cheese running out, then you know it's ready. But we'll check back with you here in a minute. Still going. All right, that's what we got after 20 minutes in the oven. Looks pretty delicious to me. All right, enjoy.